Yo, this is Soul 13 bringing you Raid Shadow Legends. And today, we're going to be doing the Summon Rush for Bivald. So let's take a look at the points. That's the first thing you got to look at. And then we're going to look at what they have for 10x. So it's going to be 10x for Summon Rush. Summon Rush means Sacred Shards, maybe Void Shards, right? So that's what you look for. And it's 1750 for 5, 3500 for the full 20 shards here. So you're looking at maybe 3 sacreds here, and then if it took you less than 4 sacred shards to do champ chase, then you kind of profited in a way because you saved that extra sacred shard. So 7 here will get you the full 20 for Bivald. So this month was a little bit more tricky than most times we do the fusion event because the champ chase landed on 2x sacreds. That's when you get the least amount of points for your sacred shards. So sometimes it might be better to actually go for the summon rush instead of a champ chase. In that case, like let's say it took you 5 sacreds to get your first 5 there. Now you need 3 here. So you're at 8, so it's 1 more than you could have spent if you just stuck with Summon Rush instead. But those kinds of decisions are a account-based decision because most people want to pull on 2x Sacreds. But I did this experiment last week where I did mostly Sacred Shards to get to my Legendary book, and I think I opened 8 and I did pull Legendary. So for some people, it could be worse. It could be 10. It could be 15. It could be 20. And they don't open a legendary, right? So that's the reason why we gotta kind of like focus on value rather than roll the dice here, see what I get, right? So that's why we focus on fusion events. That's why we focus on guaranteed chart events. So as always, don't even look at legendaries here. For most people, these legendaries, you won't be able to get them anyway. But these epics are all amazing epics, right? So whether you go the Void Shard route to try and get Madame Ceres, which is perfectly fine, I think, or you go the Sacred Shard route and you can potentially get one of these 3 epics. Either way, I think you're going to be happy with this 10x. So this is one of the best 10x they've done for a fusion event. Usually the fusion event 10x are kind of like gimmies, but today is a good day to pull for 10x for this fusion event. So why is Seeker so good? Seeker is so good because he grants a extra turn on this filtering meter here that can go down to 3 turn cooldown. With the extra turn, it's like a 2 turn cooldown, right? With the extra turn, is it? It goes down to 3, takes an extra turn. Yeah, it's more like a 2 turn cooldown. And then he has this passive that heals Seeker himself, and then he gets a increased step for 2 turns. So Seeker is good in Arena. They're billing this as an Arena 10x, but I think Seeker is actually really good in Clan Boss. So yes, he's good in Arena. If you get him early enough in your account, sure. But the late game use for Seeker for most accounts is going to be in Clan Boss, and it's going to be in these like 2-to-1 speed ratios or things like that. And Seeker can actually do it by himself. The speed requirements, if you do it with just Seeker, is a lot higher, but it's a 1 champ Clan Boss archetype, so it's really good. The next one they're offering up is Magnar, who I think quickly becoming the best free-to-play low-spender nuker you can get at Epic. And the reason why is he's cross-compatible with Arena and Dungeons, because he's an HP-based champ, so he's not soft that in Dungeons. So let's go back to Magnar real quick. So the reason why he's so good is because of this double hit skill with, I think, full multipliers on both hits. So what ends up happening here is it books a 3 turn cooldown, and a lot of damage boosts on the skill too, which is really good for nuke champs. And I think if you don't have HP burn on, it does the extra hit. So if you can set it up where there's no HP burn, he does 2 hits, which is really strong. And then for Deacon Armstrong, right? So Deacon is another like clan boss standout that's also good in arena. So he does bring this speed battles in all aura, speed in all battles aura. Did I say that right? And then he does, I think, turn meter fill and turn meter decrease turn meter, and he also has decrease def. So if you're using it in arena as part of your like double boost team or speed boost team, you might want to go with this turn meter fill and decrease first. But if you're using him as a debuffer, you can use the decrease defense first. What's the A1? The A1 is leech, which is great for clan boss. So it's like he's a good kind of like early mid game arena player. And then later in the game, when you have better stats, better gear, you can actually use him in 2-to-1 clan boss comps. Usually with Seeker, Man-Eater too, a lot of unkillable comps running Deacon. And finally, you have Madame Ceres, one of the OG arena champs. She strips buffs away right here and puts decreased death, decreased attack on. So it's like an all-in-one amazing skill to have. You don't even need to book her out because she automatically does it 100% of the time. And you just need her accuracy up. So you can have her at level 40, literally, as long as she has accuracy and speed. But you know, that means you have to use void charts. So for me, I'm not inclined to use void charts. I'm just going to go sacred charts, and then the rest I'm going to fill out with mystery shards. All right, so here we go. We're going to do our 3 right here, and then I'll do the mystery shards off cam. Who do we get? Rear guard. Really, really good. Really good champ. I used her to get through Dragon's 20 early in the day. And then we have Gerhard the Stone. What does this guy do? Immunity to control effects. Ignore death, 50% death. Okay. Yeah. He's not very good. It's one of those ignore death champs that doesn't scale all the way up to... Alright, so unfortunately, we did not get any of the 10x champs. So that's the reality of 10x as well. Is that most of the time, you're not going to get a 10x. So like gambling for 10x, you have to do it on a limited basis. Even for epics. Right? So usually one epic pull is a good enough kind of gamble for 10x. But yeah, we're done. And then that's it. The next time we talk about Bivald will be about me finishing all the events and just kind of like hashing out the costs. So there's like a positive and a negative here. So let's start with the negative first. The negative is that the shard requirements to get these fusion champs have gone up significantly. And I think the big positive is that so far for fragment fusions this year, the cost has been level. It's been flat. So it's like they haven't increased, they haven't decreased. So it's predictability is always good, right? So I'm not saying that they're going to stick with this like cost model. They'll probably tweak it again based on their analytics. Like Plarium is a very analytics driven company. You can tell by the way they run their game. So I'd say skipping is now a very viable way to play fusion events. Like you can play the tournaments or whatever, get some fragments, because sometimes they'll offer up some fragments at the end of the year. But if you can't get the full 100, you know, like say keeping your powder dry for the next fusion event or for the next guaranteed champ event, I think is a better strategy these days. Especially if, so we've done 5 fusions this year so far, and none of them have been in that Brogni or Tatura or Demitha level of champ yet. And I don't even think we've gotten like an Iron Brago level champ yet, you know. Although I'd say Bivald is probably the closest, not to Iron Brago, but to like a clearly progression based champ that has an end game niche, you know. So far, right, this year we haven't gotten that game changing champ yet, which means when they do roll that out, there's a really good chance that they're gonna ask for a lot of shards when that happens. Like they asked for 5,500 points with Demitha and Under Priest Brogni. And so far, you could have gotten this event with, 2,500 points for Champ Chase, and then 4,250 points, so a lot less, right? So if they're gonna do a cost increase for these regular events, for like non-premium champs, is it possible they're gonna do a cost increase for a premium fusion event? Yes, that is on the table, right? So prepare yourself for that possibility, all right? I'm talking like 7,000 points, maybe 8,000 points, you know. We're not sure. So we'll see. We'll see when the time comes. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.